Hi guys, welcome back to another Fallout 76 base build. Now if you haven't already, please ensure you join the Discord, the link is below. We have a ton of Fallout 76 players in there, all helping each other out, teaming up and showing each other exactly where items are being found. Now this base came about because someone in Discord asked for a base that was a bit more easier to put down as a blueprint. Now a lot of people found that the foundations are quite hard to place, so I went for a 2 foundation base. Now this is a bit similar to the Guardian Angel that I've done, that had a very small footprint but was easy to pop up. Now I've kept it nice and spacious upstairs. You can put whatever you want in here. I've just put these things in just as an example of what you can actually use. If you're struggling to get the blueprints, in Discord we have a channel basically telling you where to get the plans, or you can actually trade them with people who have got duplicates of these plans. I've done it myself. It's very beneficial. It speeds the game up for you tremendously. Now you'll see on the roof we have the full 360 with the turrets. If you have the better turrets, then you can put a generator up here as well and just hook them all up and just let them fire away. They are very useful, especially in the area that I'm in, because I'm constantly getting attacked by Scorched when I'm trying to build. So these little guys just take them clean out. Now the roof I think is very important because you need to be able to defend, but also getting to the ground is important as well, hence why I've got this. It's a quick drop that takes you straight to the floor, straight to your front door. Just drop out and you can quite easily just get back into the fight, grab someone's junk if you've been fighting them, grab some stuff off the Scorched if you killed them, and just run back in. So it's like a fireman's shoot that you can just quickly jump to the floor. So guys, this is very easy, very simple. I'll jump in now and show you exactly how it is built. Now the foundations are still in place. All I've left is that and the stairs. What I'm going to do first is do all the floors for the top floor first. Why am I doing this? Because sometimes it won't let you put the floors in when you put the walls in below. Very glitchy, so this is probably the quickest and easiest way of doing it. You can do it in other variations if you wish. This is just so I can visually show you exactly how it's done. Now put the floor all the way around. It's just a simple square with the hole in the middle, nothing too complex. Pop it all down. Again, bear in mind you have to have the stairs in place before you can put the floor in. If you put walls in, fine, you can put the floor in. After that you can't, you have to have the stairs in first. Once that's done, just take your walls all around the bottom of it. You can have windows if you wish. I wouldn't recommend it. Put the walls in, place them down, and that is you. Now, at the front, we're going to put the half walls in place. Sorry, the roof walls. These are just so you can peek beside it, and the turrets can still turn and see things as well. We'll put the turrets down as well now, so it's done. You may not have all the gears for these turrets, don't worry about it, just put them in when you've got them. I'm going to put 2 at the door simply because depending where you place this, if you're having it facing towards like a camp for AI, you can just quite easily take them out. Now as you come up, you're going to want to start walling this middle section in. This will secure you whilst you're there. I'd probably recommend putting your door on first as well. Lock it, always make sure you put your lock on. Again, it requires gears. The beauty of this one is it only needs one door really that requires locks, so you don't have to waste all that stuff. Now put the walls in. I'm just putting brick walls in because I've got them. I'm using all my stored items. If you didn't know, your stored items add towards your budget as well, so if you're struggling with budget, make sure your stored items are depleted before you carry on. If you don't need something, you're holding something that you've used before, you still don't need it, make sure you delete them. It will lower your budget. If you don't know how it works properly, if you look at my tips video, it will explain it a bit more in depth and visually show you how it's done. Now in this area, whichever benches you have, put in place. Now the stairs can be a bit glitchy. I find that instead of rotating them, it's actually better to actually move to a certain point, then try and put them in that way. For the benches, you can put them anywhere. It's completely your choice. You might not have all the benches that I have. Now the plans for these, I got them doing quests. I haven't bought any of these off any vendors. The only thing I've bought off vendors is the brick walls. I can't remember exactly where I got them, but again, that's in my tips video. The vendor actually sells quite a lot of stuff up there. I've been told he also sells the switch, so I'm going to go back up there and try and get the switch, so tomorrow's base is a bit more powered by generators. So this is going to be more of the basic base. Moving on in this series, we're going to try and make it more and more complex. So once you've got all your benches in place down here, everything you want, you're going to want to put your floor upstairs. Now I'm going to change the colour of the floor just So if you're watching this back in mute and you're trying to work out where you are, you know that I'm on the second floor. That's why I'm changing it. It's not to show off any of the colours that I've got for the floors. It's just so you can visually see it. Lock all these down, put them in place. Bear in mind you have to come off the stairs again. Every floor you come up, you have to come off the stairs. Just bear that in mind. So if you're struggling, don't worry about it. Now this section here, you're going to put your half floor in. I put the mesh in so I could see down as well. This is so you can drop down. You don't have to do this, it's just I think it's a nice touch so you can just quickly jump down. You might want to put a normal one in and just lock it off altogether. Now put your half walls all the way around. This is just, for me, I just think it's a lot better to do this using half walls. They're a bit cheaper as well, so it will let your budget go. Now do it in this order because sometimes the door frame doesn't go in properly when you're doing everything else, so do it last. Put your edged roofs in first. This will let you put the actual slanted roofs in as well. You can lock it in place, then put the roofs on next. Now on the right I haven't got a door. I just didn't think I needed a door because you're just coming up to it anyway. I've only put it on the drop down just to visually show the difference between the two. You don't have to put a door on this, you can leave it open. Again, a lot of people like to keep the budgets very low. Now for the 360, you can take the half floors all the way around, leave the gaps at the end because we're going to come back to them. That's where your turrets are going to go. Just put these all the way around, lock them in. You don't have to do this, you can ignore this part if you want to save on budget again, and just put the turrets at the edges and just put the little fences round or some sort of area where you can hide behind if you're shooting through. Lock it all the way down. Then we were going to change to the small square which you can see through as well. That's where the turrets are going to sit. Now I just think it's worthwhile having 360 all the way around all the time, especially if you're moving around the map. If you find a spot you want to pop up quickly, drop this in place and you should be protected. Bear in mind though, the further you go in the map into the higher areas, the smaller turrets won't be as effective, so you're going to have to upgrade your turrets as you go, but it might affect your build budget, so bear that in mind as well because they actually cost more than the normal ones and you're going to have a generator as well, so you have to bear this in mind. So you may have to alter the base a little. You could take things like just small walls down, etc. There's nothing major, or take the 360 mesh floor away and just put the actual turrets on the squares themselves at the end. Just put a double one and just lean it off the edge. Very easy. It's just a case of working with it and being creative when you're doing it. Now again, I've put this edge here because I want to be able to come up and be able to crouch down. Again with the barricade, it's just to give me a bit of protection. So if someone is, for me, I always build in this position on the ridge, people can aim in, so it just gives me that bit of protection. If you want to decorate up here, it's up to you. This is just examples of what you can do. Now I like to always put a table up here somewhere because resting and sitting down and sleeping actually benefits you in the game. So it's not so much role player if people thinking that, it actually benefits. If you get instruments as well, they benefit quite a bit. You can actually get XP gains from playing an instrument for a short while, so bear that in mind as well. And so guys, that is it. It's very simple, not complex in the slightest. As I said, this is going to be part of a series that I'm putting together to try and do different types of bases, weird bases, PvP bases, bases that can be defended quite easily. We're going to try and do strange bases which probably wouldn't normally see in the wasteland. We're also going to do ones that are in certain locations. Now I've picked out 3 of the locations already. They're going to kind of tie in with what we're doing on bases like this, but also bases you might have seen in the Fallout 4. Now when I say that, I'm meaning things like the camps you used to come across. We're going to try and replicate them as well. We're also looking to do a lot of traps. Now people may not think that traps are effective in this game. I can trust me, they are. I've been caught with a couple of traps already and it did actually kill me, and I couldn't be bothered fast travelling back to that open area to try and get it, and I lost all my junk. I was low in caps as well. It can be viable. Also remember that PvP factions is coming into the game as well. I think it's in the new year it's going to come in, so bases are going to be more relevant. So it's worthwhile now, if you're planning to play the game at that point, getting some sort of base in mind now for how you're going to defend against that. Now, a couple of nights ago, I came across two groups who were actually missiling each other's base, having a full-out war, and it got me thinking of how we can maybe start defending against that as well, which I've got some ideas that I'm going to try and put in place. So keeping that in mind, keep a lookout for all the bases coming out. I've probably got 6 in line and still thinking of others to put in place as well. We're also going to look at some sort of defendable farm, because eating and drinking is massive in this game. I am always hungry and always dehydrated, so I'm going to try and come up with a base that is specific for that, but can be PvP orientated as well. So guys, thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next one. I go la 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 la.